Welcome to the openers here in Dubai. It's a massive game. Group 2, it's the top two, Pakistan against Afghanistan. Pakistan playing some wonderful cricket and Afghanistan always very, very exciting. Alongside me, two excitable gentlemen, Bazid Khan and Alan Wilkins. Lovely to see you both. Let's talk about Afghanistan first of all. Wilco, you've watched them a lot down the years. They've played one game so far, demolished the opposition. They're looking good.
They are looking good, and what they have this indomitable spirit, this spirit that they can't be knocked down. And when you think what's going on in the troubled homeland, what they try to divorce that. They try to come here to play cricket, and I think that gives them strength. Mohammad Nabi said before their first match, which was against Scotland, that every time they do something well, and every time they win a match, it puts smiles on the people at home. So I think they've got an extra incentive. And let's face it, Pakistan are their very close neighbours.
Baz, Pakistan, your side, have been playing wonderful cricket. Obviously hammering India at this very venue and then playing well in Sharjah against New Zealand. This could be one of their toughest games of the tournament.
Yeah, you look at the UAE, and the Asian teams are pretty strong here. And with Afghanistan, especially with their spinners, their strength lies in their spin, and so that'll help them because of the conditions. The one thing I will say about that is that Pakistan will be well happy that they're not playing in Sharjah. They're playing in Dubai. Dubai sort of has that feel with the enclosed stadium. The ball does swing, the new ball will swing, and that is Pakistan's advantage. If they were playing in Sharjah, it was almost level for both sides, and Afghanistan, enjoys Sharjah with the slow, low ball, keeping low spinners more in the game.
Well, this game will go for the Afghanistan players. Be probably their biggest game. They're close opponents. There's lots of friendships within the two sides. It's to be a cracker for them.
Well, it is. It's their ultimate test, this one, because when you look at this group, I mean, with respect to Scotland and Namibia, Afghanistan probably fancy themselves to go through with Pakistan. And then you've got India. I mean, I don't think New Zealand are strong. That's why I think Afghanistan, with this match, I think it's an arm wrestle. This is an arm wrestle. And would you want to arm wrestle Afghanistan?
Not Gulbuddin Naib. You wouldn't want to arm wrestle Gulbuddin Naib.
He was a bodybuilder before he was a cricketer. So I think Afghanistan have got a mental strength, they've got a physical strength. But, Bazid alluded to it. You've got this spearhead at the top of Pakistan with Shaheen Shah Afridi and Haris Rauf. Then you've got all that different variety of spin. So there's some really high-class Pakistan opposition for Afghanistan. Honestly, this could be tricky for Pakistan.
You're going to see. I'll ask you later on who you think, but at the moment you're sitting on the fence. People that won't be sitting on the fence, it's going to be 20,000 here tonight. Already atmosphere building. On the way to the stadium, the cars are packed, flags are being waved. It should be a cracking atmosphere, Baz.
Oh, it'll be massive. We've come to the stadium quite early, and you see them flocking in with their flags and all. So the atmosphere in the ground will be unbeatable. The only thing that you want to see is that the Afghans get their batting to click. If their batting clicks, then their side is on song all the time. It's always that doubt that their batting will not post enough runs or chase them down comfortably.
Yeah, they do rely on Zazai and Shahzad at the top. And, the word six, or the number six, is very much foremost in their mind. I think, though, with Shaheen, with this, if it swings here, and it does, and with Haris Rauf, I just think that Pakistan may have the weapons.
It's always about the left arm.
Yeah, it is. It's all left arm.
I think the matchup to look forward to maybe for Pakistan, if Zazai does, he will come and open, they might have the option of bowling Hafiz at the very top instead of Imad Wasim, because Hafiz, with the off spin and with his record against left-handers, that will be a matchup to look out for. Yes, Shaheen Shah Afridi with his swing, but if there's the Zais on strike, I think Hafiz will come into the picture.
And don't forget about young Ramanullah Gurbaz, because he is a superstar. Today signed for Leicestershire for the T20 Blast in England. He'll be joining Naveen ul Haq for the Blast. Another brilliant moment for Afghanistan cricket. Their players getting picked up in another league, but he's a superstar in the making.
He is, and the one thing he doesn't like, though, is it coming through here. And I think Shaheen and Haris Rauf, they've got enough pace there to get it coming through. I don't think he's going to have too much here. He's not going to look, he's a delightful looking player. And, they bat all the way down. Rashid can bat. Mohammad Nabi, the president, can bat. Look at him, he's already nodding his head. He's
Happiest
shaking.
man in Dubai.
Come on.
Now, this is a question because Niall's seen them a lot. Afghanistan want to win the toss and bat first and get run on the board. But over in the way, you want to be chasing. Pakistan will be really happy if they win the toss and bat first because that's the way they want to go. And you almost feel that the advantage is chasing, but Afghanistan won't do that.
So what you're saying is our good friend Alan Wilkins is going to be doing the toss, and you might as well not bother going.
I'll just say, listen, what do you want to do? Because Basil Khan's told me what you should do.
Common expression or term in this tournament is matchups. It's kind of creeping into the modern day game. Rashid Khan, Shoaib Malik in the middle period. Shoaib obviously very experienced, but Rashid Khan, expert.
Well, I think Rashid Khan believes he can bowl to anyone. That's his mettle. He can bowl to anyone. He's proved that. And he would have bowled to quite a few of these because he played PSL with the Lahore Qalandars. Hafiz was his teammate. I think Rashid Khan is just unrelenting. He's got this ongoing belief that no one can keep him out.
Two sides came into this tournament, Baz, Wilco, with a difficult kind of passage, tours being cancelled. I know Pakistan had the T20 Cup, which was brilliantly put on. Afghanistan haven't had a lot of cricket. Obviously, as you mentioned earlier, Wilco, troubles back home. Does that give you a little bit more solidity and a bit more fighter hunger, or is that just idle chat in the background?
I think maybe because I can talk for Pakistan, because of those tours being cancelled, there was a domestic tournament on and everybody got a game, everybody got a few games and got a run into this World Cup. I think if those teams had toured, maybe quite a lot of players would have sit out and wouldn't have as many knocks under the belt before the tournament. So if you look at that way. The other thing is that these sides will always be very good in UAE. UAE conditions suit them. So if they're not played cricket, if they're coming into a big tournament, if it's in UAE, you can bet your bottom dollar that they are going to be very competitive.
Yeah, and these people here are important for today, for both teams. Both teams, Pakistan and Afghanistan, have had Sharjah as a home ground. And this has been a home ground for Pakistan. And so has Abu Dhabi. So Buzz is right. They're always used to playing in these conditions, and they've got the fans. I think it's going to be an amazing occasion. All
right, before I let you go, Bazid, obviously you're going to go for Pakistan. Why are they going to win?
I think they've just got too much quality with the bowling and with the bat. I think they've got in the middle, they've got Hafiz and Malik who play spin really well. That spin threat will probably come down to them. They'll play spin very well. But the bowling is where you look at. You look at Shaheen Shah Afridi, Haris Rauf, and then the spin. So the matchup, I think, is with Pakistan bowling against the Afghan batting. If the Afghan batting can get through that, then we've got a game on hand.
You were here yesterday. You didn't quite get your prediction right yesterday. So come on, give us it today.
I was very wrong there. I think I got my colours wrong. I agree with what my learned friend Bazid has said, but I think Afghanistan are going to make Pakistan work so hard for this, and it'll go right down to the last over.
And then Pakistan will win.
And then Pakistan may just edge it. Yes.
So you're not sitting on the fence.
No.
And don't say those two words you often say when you're commentating the PSL. One will be giving me S and the other one will be giving me O. Okay, gentlemen, thank you so much. Brilliant as always. T20 World Cup is the hashtag. Download the app. Everything is there that you need. Get on the social channels. And Matthew Hayden, happy birthday.